me know if you're in the chat, guys. Hey buddy, how you doing? Smash that like, troops. Just doing a quick live via my mobile because we've had a nightmare tonight getting videos done. I've basically done 2 different videos, about 25 minutes each, and as soon as I uploaded them, I looked down at my mic and that's what I saw, which means it's been on mute the entire time. So apologies, we did, it's easy for me to say that we did an update. We did an update on Ukraine and Iran, because there's stuff coming out over there, so blame this thing here. I don't know how I did it. I think I must have pressed it with my chin. So in terms of update, I'll be honest with you, it's like for me to record that again now and release it, the views are probably going to be terrible because of the timing and stuff. So I thought, I'm just gonna crack on and we'll do it tomorrow. So sometimes things are just, sometimes you can render things useless to the point you've just got to go, and you know what, I'm gonna do it properly tomorrow, start afresh. So yeah, that's that, man. I can get angry with it, but you know, we're just gonna crack on and do it tomorrow. But in good news, or in other news, we're going to be doing updates in a very similar fashion on Iran as well, because there's quite a bit of stuff coming out there. How you doing, guys? Smash that like. Let's get 100 likes, guys. Come on. There's over 100 people here. We can get 100 likes. Come on. That's the problem with pre-recorded videos. I can't tell you guys to smash the like button. The like button is literally should be your best friend on anyone's video, because it's the one thing that helps you grow. Smashing that like button, watching it as much as you can, and sharing the content. Oh, by the way, if you didn't realise, guys, I literally work in my garage. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Ukraine, so don't worry if you think I'm just going to start going off subject. We are going to talk about Ukraine a little bit, and I'll show you that's my workspace there, part of it. Obviously we've got our water and pre-workout powder there for when we're feeling tired. I might take some pre-workout powder now, actually, double scoop, and get them videos banged out. But yeah. Hey, Don Back, how you doing, buddy? Don't let you get you bent, brother. Yeah, keep marching on. Hey, reading Rambo. Rambo was the best. Hey, troops, how you doing? So yeah, that's the crack, man. I messed up, but hey, that's what the crack is. Right, let me try and. You know, this room, right? Off topic slightly. Is fully fledged. I like did this, so I've got a fully fledged like podcast studio set up. So that camera there points to that right hand side. That camera up there points to the other side, and I've got this bad boy that comes down from the ceiling, that points straight ahead, which is literally it's like a cool podcasty area that I've got for my other channel, Just Boxing it's called. I might start pushing that. I might start doing some boxing reactions and getting me dad back on the podcast again. Hey, Austin Pack, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. You're saying the lost content is a non-factor. Keep pushing. We appreciate you. I appreciate that, man. Well, not to make this orientated around that, but since you have like super chatted me, it does make a difference because like that's my job. I only get paid. I only get a paycheck if I turn up to work, and turning up to work is irrelevant with uploading content. It's if that content gets views or not. If it doesn't, I haven't brought any money home. So unfortunately, that's just the nature of this beast. It is what it is, man. Hey Don, thank you for moderating the chat, man. 193 here on a mobile live. That's insane. So troops, past few days I've been away. Well, actually, last time I was here was Friday the 30th. Let me sit there, actually. Let me sort this out. We're on the 2nd now, aren't we? Sort this out. October, Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yeah. Yeah, so troops, if you want to become a member, press the join button. 207 wonderful people in the chat. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get over 200 likes. You want views, turn up the fear. Nah, because I'm not about that. I'm not about spreading fake stuff. I want to do things right. I don't want my channel to just be defined by Ukraine. Like I had 2 years. I had 2 years in YouTube with 33 million views well before I started Ukraine. So my channel already isn't defined by updates in Ukraine. Rodney, what exactly is the update? It can be anything you want, buddy. I can update you on the weather if you want. It's currently cold, so I might put the heating on. But in terms of the update, obviously you guys will have known now if you haven't watched any other channels. Lehman has been taken, and it was taken in a way that 90% I predicted that was how it was going to happen. So they did come a little bit further south than I thought. I thought they would push a little bit further eastward and then come down on Lehman and take it that way. But what they looked as if they did, and I said this was a potential, is they went further south and hung on through almost like that notionary front line that they had, that green border / open land. They pushed further south than I thought and went south of Lehman, then pushed on back through. So they've effectively left what I thought they would do, but they left a bigger corridor than I first expected. So in a nutshell, what they've done is they've shown their intention that they're pushing on Lehman. It was obvious they were pushing from the northwest, kind of. They were almost formed up in a position where the wood blocks were, and there was a prominent settlement as well. They were there for a while because you could see the extended line where they were. So they were there for a little bit, showing the intention to the Russians that it's close, it's imminent, and it's happening. So what happened is the next day you literally saw them push from that front line that looked like this, where they were lying, like a lie-up point, and then they pushed from the southern part of it all the way through underneath Lehman, allowing Russia to effectively, if they needed to get out there, to be able to retreat into a different position. Now that corridor was massive. They left that on purpose, I think, and they left them quite a bit of space to move out, just like they did west of Kharkiv when they were pushing them eastwards of Kharkiv. But as they were coming through, they left a massive corridor north point of the Oskil Reservoir. It was really interesting to see that happen, actually. So yeah, it even took me by surprise. I know they were going to come down south and try and encircle them in Lehman, but by leaving them a bigger corridor to get the hell out of there, it almost gives them an opportunity to not even have to fight effectively, you know. So it's good. It's good for Ukraine. A really good day. That was confirmed yesterday on the 1st, and yesterday night that they were well and truly situated in Lehman, and they even took the fight into further settlements a little bit further. But if you look at the bigger picture, now they're pretty much dominant on that southern corridor, southeastwards, south to southeast, like a little fishhook. They're dominant down there now, and Kharkiv, if they can push down there to Barova, I think it's called, then they're going to control a lot of that feature to the east side of the Oskil Reservoir, which is a really, really prominent area and a difficult one to take. If they can do that, what they're going to do is effectively, I think, a similar tactic, but on a much larger scale, is what they've done with Lehman. They're going to push through a little bit and then swoop under and allow a massive corridor for Russia to escape eastwards. Now I think what's going to happen, if you look at the bigger picture, you zoom out on that map, it looks as if they're going to do the exact same thing, but just on a bigger scale. So if you imagine you draw a notionary line from Kharkiv all the way down to where they've just won Lehman, I think what you're going to see is another tactic where they're going to be pushing them northeastwards, so to speak, all the way to the Russian border potentially. If they do that on a gigantic scale, like what they did for the original counter-offensive, I think they're going to be taking a lot more land than you think, and in a quicker time than we think as well. I'm talking within the next month potentially we could see that happen, and then they'll, you know, control that northern flank area. How Donetsk is going to be taken, I don't know. So your screen is really small, yeah, but just turn it upwards. Turn your screen upwards. My screen is not small. My screen is just an iPhone. You need to just look at your phone and turn it the right way. So yeah, it's looking good. But will Ukraine push, if they do control that northern flank, will they push southwards to Donetsk? Or will they push even further south from that to Mariupol? Mariupol will be hard to take back. That's where the real war fighting will take place, I think. I know the fighting now, I shouldn't say that as if it's an understatement, but I think the hardest battles is yet to come. But troops, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the super chats early on. If you want to ask me any questions, get them in. Don Backer, thank you for being a very kind very kind moderator. And yeah, I'm a bit pissed off because I didn't get my video out, because I muted myself accidentally. So here I am talking on my phone. Ryan Nelson says he will be in Europe this winter for vacation. Looking forward to it. Let's go, man. Sonic Tiger, pushing north would be more of a risk though. Putin might use his... Nah, everyone's saying that. It's... No. You just need to get that out of your head, that that's going to be a potential. It's like having, I don't know, a magic button for you to end all civilization, like a random person. Is there a chance that they could do that or press that? Yeah. Any rational person, I say rational, insinuating that Putin's rational, but you know, you don't necessarily get to where he's got by being extremely irrational. There's one thing we need to remember: he's been in power a long time. The jobs he was doing before he was in power he's a very intellectual, bright, smart man who a lot of us don't really know good enough to be able to form an accurate opinion of him. So let's be real about the situation, okay? Let's be honest. Let's just talk through the scenario of nuclear weapons being used. It's never a case of I'll shoot my weapon, one round goes off, and then hope that no one else shoots their weapon system. That's not how nuclear warfare works. And before anyone starts correcting me on my pronunciation of nuclear, I'm from Sunderland, that's how we say it here. If you don't like it, leave. I've had 100 comments, that's not how you say it, blah blah blah. Listen, I don't give a damn. That's how I say it, that's how we all say it, alright? From this area. Nuclear. I'm not going to change it. So with regards to nukes, how it works is you don't just say, well, I'll use mine and then hope for the best that no one uses theirs. Not in 2022. And certainly not Russia, you know. If they were to use nuclear warheads in such a fashion that provoked another country to use them, you are talking about potentially everything getting destroyed. And if something gets destroyed from nukes, let's just say, you know, you take a couple of countries out, the fallout from that is going to be around for all of our lifetimes, all of our children's lifetimes, all of our children's lifetimes. It's like, if it's big enough, the fallout will end civilization as we know it. So when people say, oh, is it going to use nukes and everything, if that happened and it got big enough, it wouldn't really matter anyway. It's like, it's game over, even for those who survived the initial blasts. It's like, you know, we're not just talking about Hiroshima here or Nagasaki, we're talking about something very, very different, where a tidal wave of events will happen as a result of that. So yeah, I think people need to really look at it like that, from a fatalistic point of view. And if you do, like what I do, a completely fatalistic point of view, where yeah, that's the end game, and truly the end game as well for like civilization as we know, if they were to be used in enough of a fashion. If you have that in mind, you'll quickly come to the conclusion, that's there more so it's used more so as a fear tool, as a scaremongering tool, if anything. It's on both sides as well. So because they know it controls us, I'm not going to get into conspiracy related stuff with that, but it's borderline that when you think about it, and it's not happened. Well, hundreds of years worth of reconstruction, but you've got to think about it. Who's going to be around to reconstruct? Who's around? Like, ask this question: who's reconstructing Chernobyl? Who's reconstructing it, or is it just a wasteland? So imagine that, but on a continental scale. Think about it logically. There's a lot of bright individuals who watch these videos, but some people don't use common sense when they talk about nukes. It's not happening. Like, get that out of your head. It's just not happening. Okay? Just as tomorrow will come, that ain't happening. You know? Hey, 6 Day Blue, thank you very much for the donation, man. You're clearly from the United Kingdom or Gibraltar, because you're paying in pounds. 100% respect anyone who served for our country. Thank you, man. Well, it's been a few years for me now, but actually I've got a picture here. I'm going to block out my two buddies' faces for privacy reasons, because they're both serving still. There I am. That was on my wedding day. Barefaced and happy as Larry. Hey, Jace Scholes, thank you very much for that, brother, from America. You're saying, thanks for the live. Idiot MUSA. Those war games we played here, and I think that's Arizona, shows the way you play on Intel and experience. Unfortunately, we clearly see it being played out, but it goes to show trust. Intel is everything. David versus Goliath. Yeah, exactly. True statement. Thank you for your super chat, brother. And thank you for your service. People think it's weird that I say thank you for your service even though I've served. But it's just something that I do, man, because I'm a civvy myself now. We got any more bootnecks in the chat, have we? You got any more Royales? Jonathan Schuler, airbursting nukes doesn't create much fallout. Either way, it's not likely to happen. Not much fallout is like saying, it's not the same as saying my car doesn't really kick out that much emissions now because I've got an AdBlue system in it. It's not the same as that. It's like, well, yeah, it might not kick that much fallout, but what fallout it kicks out is going to be enough to be, well, you're not going to stand in the way of the fallout, are you? If you're not confident with that, then it's enough, isn't it? You know? PCH, Gender Commander, do you miss those days when you served? Yeah, I do, but I only need to look at my wife and my daughter for a split second when I'm at home, and if they're smiling and they're happy for me to be, yeah, I'm glad I'm outside now, because that's all that matters, man. You know? So yes, I do miss it, but the moment I look at my family, those thoughts quickly disappear. You know? And I wouldn't trade what I have now for the world, man. Not even past memories now. I wouldn't trade that for the world. But good question, man. So yeah, it's interesting what's happening. I think we're going to see an upheaval in momentum now. Definitely. I think we're not going to see momentum as much as the initial counteroffensive showed, but I think it's going to be bloody close in the next few days. They've got Lehman, and if I'm right, I believe Lehman was quite a logistical powerhouse for that region in terms of the infrastructure, the roadway systems, what else did we have? You know, there's just the supply chain there, the ability to supply your military there was a lot better than other areas. Like you say, you had railway systems and stuff, which is important. Ryan Nelson says, thank you for your service. My dad served in Nam, made me promise not to serve because what he saw there, yeah, man, I bet. Those guys were something else. I've got a lot of respect for Vietnam veterans, but partially because of the amount of shit that those guys got back when we weren't really appreciative of our militaries, I should say. It was terrible what them Nam vets put up with. They put up with shit when they were there. A lot of them got addicted to drugs because of the horrific things they seen over there. They had access to drugs in Vietnam, came back to drugs, and they came back to a nation that hated them. I mean, come on. Hey, Curtis Reynolds, thank you for that whopping super chat. Thank you, brother. Man, thank you. You're saying I know not with what weapons World War III would be fought, but I know that World War IV would be fought with sticks and stones. Yeah, was that Albert Einstein quote, I believe? Was that Albert Einstein? I think it was. Yeah, sticks and stones at best, and it won't. Yeah, sticks and stones at best. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. But I think as a human species, we do seek to just destroy ourselves. I was watching. It's not off topic, but watching David Attenborough today, I was watching these orca whales, and they were just slaughtering this bloody seal. And it's completely explainable in nature, but horrific to view if you're a bit soft like me. But then I'm like, you know what? We humans give ourselves a bad ride for how horrific we can be to each other, but it's the same in nature. We just go, oh, but it's nature, they don't know no better. No, they do. You tell an apex predator, like a lion, like they might not be able to intellectually articulate their intentions or describe to someone, you know, why they're killing, but nature has it that they're doing it ruthlessly nonetheless. So if we're intellectually enough to be able to articulate what they're doing and understand that it's absolutely barbaric the way nature is as well, and understand that we're absolutely integral to nature, with nature, in parallel with nature, we work part of nature, we'll understand that that terribleness in us is as a result of just what's true in everything in nature. Nature is terrible, is ruthless, is savage, you know. So I don't listen to that narrative of, oh, nature, but it's, we can't interfere, that's the way it is and stuff like that. Maybe it's just the way it is with us. Maybe we're just the same. Hoop, Hooper ball, boom, right, okay, goodbye, forever. Yeah. Web security. Why do some countries seem destined to suffer? I think everyone has their time, don't they? If you look throughout the ages, everyone's had their time. We look at like the Middle East and stuff, and obviously throughout the past few decades, the narrative could be just regarded as, you've seen some of the atrocities that happened there in war and stuff like that. But 150, 200 years ago plus in the United Kingdom, we would be saying the same thing. We were barbaric on our own streets. Look what we did to. I don't want to use Guy Fawkes as an example because obviously what he tried to do was terrible. But still, what we did to him was horrific. Jesus, is anyone reading their Bible? No, I stopped that stuff a long time ago when I realised the military, the Royal Marines, the British Army, everything sits on this notion that they follow Christian values. The Church of England, to be precise, because obviously the Queen was Church of England. But then when you look deeper into it, not even too much deeper, the Church of England was created as a byproduct of infidelity, of someone wanting many wives, wanting divorces, and popes wouldn't give them the divorce and stuff like that. So I don't believe in that anymore. If I was born a couple of thousand miles away, I wouldn't have been a Christian, I wouldn't have been a Roman Catholic. If I was born a couple of hundred years ago in a different area, I would have been born completely different. So religion, to me, is bound by geography and decided upon within yourself. And I've just decided that my life's happier, more blessed without it. That's just the way it is. And if you served in the military, you'll realise that pretty quick. Curtis Reynolds, Jen Dick, man, don't give up on the Bible because of men in the church. Man has fallen, the Bible is the truth. Yeah, I mean, here we go. I'm not gonna get into this, but my wife, born and raised a Hindu. Yeah, just because she was brought up in Mauritius, an Indian island, predominantly. My religion says she'll go to hellfire, according to that, because she's a non-believer. So yeah, I don't believe that. I married my wife, and what's my daughter now? Is she Christian? Is she Hindu? No, she's a human. Yeah. Jay Scholes, trillion times trillion plus stars, and we fight. Bang on, man. I get exactly where you come from, Jay. Thank you for your super chat, brother. Live by the Sword says, see you a fan of Ali, best heavy boxer of all time, flies like the butter. He's not actually my favourite heavyweight though. I'm a fan of him as a boxer, less of a person actually. I think he fought for the right thing, but he went about it the wrong way. You can't fight for a cause. You can't fight for an oppressive cause by indirectly wanting to oppress other people. It has to be, it can't be that way. So Joe Frazier, for instance, who fought Ali, Ali was horrible to Frazier in the comeback. The reason Ali actually made a successful comeback in his career during the prison problem was because of Joe Frazier, and he never got the credit for that. Fifth Knowledge says, except for an attempt to terrorize Ukraine into submission, could tactical nukes have any strategic effect on a widely dispersed front line like that in Ukraine? Have any strategic effect? No, I don't think it does, because the areas that have been annexed compared to the areas that would be affected by nukes would render a lot of land useless. So what's the point of rendering the land useless for both parties involved when the whole point of this was for you to take over land? So rendering it useless for 150, 200, 300, however many years is like, seems a bit daft to me. So I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I do not see it. That doesn't even come into my head. Yeah, Battlefield Nick's one. Of course it won't. It's just like one person drops one, the next one drops one. It's not happening. No one gets. It's just think about it logically, troops. It's just the stupidest thing you could see happen. I don't see the point in them. There's such an ultimate line of defense that if you risk wiping everyone out, is that even the ultimate line of defense? It should be called a genocide weapon, not a nuclear weapon. That's what it is. No one benefits from that. Rumble in the jungle, yeah, man. Tom Lane, NATO is just an excuse. Putin wants to absorb Ukraine and Russia because Russia started in Ukraine and yeah. Mr. 556, from a military background like yours, would you think that Russia might have a tactical advantage gained from lessons in Syria regarding infantry units using primary trucks, AT rockets and so on? No, I don't think because of their lessons learned in Syria they will have a tactical advantage, because if you look at their infantry units, their mechanized infantry units, the special tank regiment, whatever it's called, they're like this, the cream of the crop. They've been like, I don't want to say cowardice because anyone who gets on the front line isn't one, but they've been running away. Like these guys are the best they have, and they haven't been living up to that at all. You know. Alright, chat 69, you are hidden. Goodbye, chat 69, you loser. So yeah, I don't see. You got to understand, they've been. What about the lessons that they should have learned from all of the conflicts? They haven't really seemed to have learned from any lessons over the past 100 years. Before this happened, they were the world's second biggest superpower. To have that title, you have to be formidable, and they've fought in such a way that just doesn't display that. I mean, imagine if Ukraine fought the third or fourth or fifth biggest superpower. I don't even know who they are off the top of my head. It would be very, very different. It would be extremely different. You know? Imagine if in a fair fight Ukraine fought France. It would be so different, guys. Without like you know, it would never happen. Obviously, touch wood. But do you know what I'm saying? Not the second greatest superpower and perform the way they are. Granted, they've got a lot of support from the rest of the world, but it's because it's so stupid. That's why it's happening. Tom, laughing out loud. It's funny when people put lol because they want to show that they're going like this. But in reality, you're probably not laughing out loud, are you? Really? You actually probably not laughing out loud. You're laughing out loud, then saying war makes money, the USA is funding this because we're going to make a ton of money, full stop. Now, there's always a byproduct of money in war. It always is. You know? There'll always be money made. That's almost extremely inevitable now. Jen Norwell says, you agree that using nuclear weapons would render the land toxic, but Donald Trump thought he could nuke a hurricane. Yeah, but what politicians think they can do and what they get advised there after that thought is very different. Got to understand, politicians aren't there to have all of the answers. They're there to portray goodwill and then get advised according. Now, it doesn't matter who's in power.
the advisors tend to stay the same. The advice tends to stay the same. Hence, the agenda for something normally stays the same. Different people in power, same thing gets pushed through. That's why I don't buy into politics as much as people do. It's almost like a sitcom now. It's almost like that. Politics. That's how I think. Especially US politics. That's why I keep the hell out of US politics. Because one, you say something, the opposition literally goes crazy at you, hates you, death threats you to bits. Or if you say something even remotely supportive, people will jump on it more than they should. It's crazy. US politics is insane. I hope Britain never gets like that, although we're close. What are you guys saying? What are you saying? Rafael Paz, there will be no nukes. The US government told Russia if they use, response will be fierce and eventually the world ends. That's what's discussed with the challenge. You lose or everyone loses. Yeah, that's so true. I think I kind of agree with that. Richard Parnell says, amongst your friends and in general, what is the feeling about what is happening in Ukraine? Or are they focused on internal problems, i.e. cost of fuel, etc.? All I'm saying is this, right? Russia gets sanctioned. Does it bother Putin, a billionaire? Nah, doesn't bother him. He's made money off the sanctions. The only guy in modern history to directly make money off sanctions directly imposed on his country, Putin. But me, I'm paying double for my fuel now. I'm genuinely more cautious about even turning the heating on because of the price of it. My mortgage for my house has went through the roof, real time. I'm talking to you as a normal guy now, not even the channel. Like, last month we were worried because it was a bad month on YouTube last month as well. I was worried about, am I going to be able to pay my mortgage this month? This is a guy with 250,000 subscribers. Yeah. So let's get real. I feel the same shit as you guys. That's a fact. So I'll tell you what we feel. We feel them sanctions. We feel that. Which is absolute bullshit if you ask me. And even thinking about it gets me angry. What have I got to think? You know, I'm just going to turn this heat on, guys. So yeah. Hey John Carl, thank you for the super chat donation. Hey 6-Day Blue, thank you for the super chat, buddy. You're saying here is a print for the moderators who helped. Is amazing chat. Oh, thank you, man. A print? Have I read that? Oh, pint, sorry. Tom Lang, you're saying, do you think the SAS are operating in Ukraine? I don't know. And I wouldn't comment anyway, even if I did, which I wouldn't know, because that would just be, yeah, I wouldn't know why. I couldn't even say, I can't see a logical reason as to why they would be. We wouldn't know. I'm just a civilian now. That's the thing. I'm not in the military anymore. I wouldn't know. I mean, do you think they are? That's the question. Mr. 556 again, thank you for your super chat, brother. You're saying it's not much, but I hope this helps you on your way to getting your mortgage paid. Oh, mate, don't worry about last month's in the bag. That's done, man. That's done. But I'm just trying to explain to people that it's like, people think that like we're immune to this, but I'm not. I'm just a normal guy, you know. If I was getting millions of views a day, that's different. I think people overestimate what you can get. Super chats is like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, my mortgage like went up a fortune, which is just, it's sickening, really. You know, we're just trying to feed our family at the end of the day, just like everyone watching this. Why should we be feeling the effects? Ohio gas is $3.60. In the United Kingdom, it's £1, like 90-ish per litre. So to fill my car or my van, it's 120 quid, £120. But my gas prices in my house is like £400 a month or something. Mortgage is like well over 1,000 now. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. $2.90. Yeah, I remember being in America and paying. We had a Mustang, and it was. Jesus, how much was it? It was like $18 to fill the tank, which was amazing. I love America. America. And this is another thing, when we was in Vegas mainly, but everywhere, we went for food. And it wasn't like going for food in the UK. Like, we got seated, and I remember this happened quite regular. In England, the place where we would get seated at the table, in England, 4 or 5 of us would fit around that table. But when we'd seat, they'd put us down in such a position which would be, that would be just for one person. So the area in which 4 or 5 of us was massive. And I was like, why so spread out? But whenever we ordered food, we always used to get like 3 or 4 plates came through for this meal. I was like, blimey, that's like one meal for $10, $15. You guys you eat bigger than anyone else, man. That's why there's some absolute monsters knocking about. But I love it. Just different. It's different mentality. You put bloody syrup on your pancakes, which is syrup on your pancakes and syrup on your bacon, which right. This is something. I don't care how much you give me hate for this. I'm going to tell you this. You Americans have not tried proper bacon. The bacon you have in the States, I can categorically, hand on my heart, and confidently say, regardless of the repercussions, is shit. Bacon is shit in the United States. It is not bacon. It's like boot leather. It's absolutely horrendous. Crispy crap. You need to come to England to try bacon. That crispy shit needs to get the hell out of here. You know? Crispy bacon. Nah. You come to England and get a bacon sandwich with brown sauce on. Now we're talking. Anyone in England, let me know. If you're English, let me know. Now there's many things I'll give you credit for, but bacon, nah. Not happening. Absolutely diabolical, that shit. Steaks are good from Scotland. Scotland steak, man, that's the one. How about Canadian bacon? I've heard this. I haven't tried it. Someone super chat me and I've just missed them. Sorry, Race Kelly. Thank you for your super chat, bro. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Hey Trey, how are you going? We're doing a bit of a Ukraine update. Then we started dripping, moaning about mortgage prices and stuff. Yeah, let me know about this bacon, man. Hey Johnson, yes, bacon here sucks. It sucks camel ass, man. It's hideous. Don't back at 60, unfortunately YouTube doesn't make that possible. I was kidding, 40 to 60k people in live chats for death. Heard on legal bites. Yeah, I remember you saying, Don, 30k, 30. Imagine, how do you make 30,000? You know what? I wish I covered the Heard case now. I think I would have got a lot of subscribers unfollow me. Are you saying military bacon? No, mate, any bacon.
military bacon, bloody cafe diner shit bacon. It's all crap. It's like you've just got some cardboard, drizzled some syrup on it, and let it fry for 3 weeks. That's what your bacon's like. Not one British person will ever like American bacon. Trust me. You guys do loads of things good, but you do not get bacon good. Trust me. Hey Trey, thank you for your super chat. You're saying I may have missed this question, but I believe. But do you believe Putin will actually use tactical nukes for this war? He's losing. Nah, I don't think he will. I don't think he will. To the point of which I don't think that no one should ever ask that ever again. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Don Backer, we were streaming 12 hours a day for it. Don, you know something, mate? If I was gonna make 30 grand a day on super chats, I would be on 24 hours a day. I'd get a cardboard cutout of me, put it in the back, and when I'm getting some sleep, I put the cardboard cutout there with my voice on a recorder. I would stream for 12 hours every single day for £1,000 a day. Never mind bloody 30 grand. That's insane. Mark, my wife's American, she loves bacon over here. Just facts, Mark. It's just different. Now, there's other things you do well, but bacon, man. Maroons. Valdia. I apologise if I've messed that up, but thank you so much for your super chat. You're saying I'm going to go, but keep your head up, man. Keeping humble, dude, you are. I try my best, man. I'm not like, I guess it's easy to portray being humble on stream. That's me. I'm not trying to shoot myself in the foot with that, but that's just me being obvious about it. I guess there's loads of people can try to be, but I like to think I am. I know I was brought up with from humble beginnings, that's for sure, so yeah, you try your best, man. I'm grateful. That's one of the things. Be great. Practice graciousness. You know, I'm grateful. Putin did get smoked in Afghan. Everyone gets smoked in Afghan. The Afghan people are legendary warfighters. Have been for millennia. No one goes there and kicks their ass. Let's get that straight. 6 Day Blue says, sir, when people mention money as an investment broker, wow, you're an investment broker. I'm more than happy to give my time and take you for dinner and explain finance and war and the truth of finance during war with respect. Investment banker, you have my respect. Investment broker, sorry. Wow, teach me your ways. Make me a millionaire. Like KSI. Done back. If you stream 3 hours per day, mate, you definitely make 1k per Ukrainian, but still draws views. I don't think I would make 1k, man, for 3 hours, because I was doing that regular, if you remember, and some days it's tough. And also, the days that you do make money, like after this, I don't know, like, right, I'll tell you how it is, right? I'll come off this, and let's just, I'll explain how it works with money in my thought process, but this happens with everything I do. I don't know if it's because of how I am, if I've got a bit of ADHD and stuff, I don't know if I've got other things, but if I have a conversation with someone, it's quite a deep conversation, I'll come away from that conversation feeling quite, I'll have like a guilty feeling. It's weird. I feel nervous about that conversation, even if I'm being like giving advice or being nice. I don't know, I've always felt like that. And after this, I'll have the same feeling for this conversation, but the fact that people's donated, it makes me feel uneasy, man. It makes me feel weird, because I know what it's like to struggle from, not now, from like young, and then I look at other people who are struggling, and they're not doing, like, it's like imposter syndrome. It's like, why am I doing well? Like, I remember in the Marines, I would get like £500-600 a month when I was in training, and be happy. So it's like an imposter syndrome thing, you know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't. It, getting like super chats. It's a humbling experience, but at the same time, I know other people are struggling. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a different. It's hard to explain. I agree with the American barbecue, Donald. IR Sonic Tiger US Marine Corps. Thank you for your service, dude. You're saying, yo, legit question, no? Is the northern counter-offensive just a distraction to split Russian armies? I heard that was an even bigger breakthrough in the south. I don't think it's a distraction. I think if they're getting real tangible momentum with wins and gains, then that shouldn't be taken as a distraction. That's happening. We best believe it, because it's happening right there. You know? So no, I don't think it's a distraction. It's happening. Tommy88, what is your channel? I think you should comment on current affairs other than Ukraine and give opinions on the day's news. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Tomorrow I've got, I had this today, / a few hours ago, an update on Iran. Because I've seen some stuff out on the sites that I use on Iran. I think I'm going to do one on Iran. And do one on other stuff, and if we can keep on doing videos, I might start like putting 8, 9, 10 hour shifts in, getting updates from all over the place, because like, you know, that's all I want to do. But I really want to get on YouTube boxing, man, and I need my videos to be over a certain viewership, so I need you guys to share some of my content, man, because that's where it's going to happen. If you share my content, get it a bigger reach, get some views in, the talent managers will be like, yeah, he's got the views, so we can make some money off him. Don Backer, I got Alti legal bites from 85k viewers to 250k during the trial. The super chat balloon with a regular audience. I got, how do you get people like 85k views? How do? Because I think if I did live streams all the time, I would lose subscribers. I don't know. Tajikistan. Right, let me screenshot this because I need to remember that then. Tajikistan. Yes, I think we should do some updates on them. I'm lazy, man. It's like I procrastinate an awful lot. I'll be out all day procrastinating on the next thing, and I'll get round to it late at night. It's difficult because I've got a family and I'm like, I need to be with them, but I do need to start dedicating more. But you know what, sometimes you dedicate, and if you don't see the views it needs to sustain itself, sometimes you can think, well, I've put all that, I don't know, but yeah, we'll be doing stuff. Edward's dad is ex-military. I'll show him your channel. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Don Battle, we became a viewing destination. But where? I'm not sure you. Don Battle, yes, mixed news format is popular, but the Ukrainian coverage is good niche. It is a good niche. Hey, Philip, welcome here, man. First time. This is just a phone live stream. I'm just chilling some beans because yeah, my computer, nightmare of recording. It's the worst feeling when you record, because that video could have hit the algorithm. UK is the heaviest tax country in the world. Listen, man, you know something? Yeah, tax, man. My tax bill is yeah, you're right. Tax in this country sucks. I thought about moving to Dubai, man. Dubai is where it's at. Dubai is like the place to be. His Royal Artillery did the first Iraq war on the streets of Northern Ireland. Fair play, man. He's old school legend, eh? Bait and butter in the UK is something to behold. It's certainly Australia 300 AAC, man. We got people watching from Australia. We got family in Australia somewhere. Who probably don't even know I'm on YouTube. There you go. Done back, the audience balloons because they knew we would be streaming, and that made it a destination, and loyal viewers support their chosen destinations. Yeah, that's true. Don Batter's like the king of all moderators. He is everywhere, modding the shit out of stuff. But you're good, man. Stephen B, Australia. Matthew Price, thank you for your service, buddy, even though your brother across the sea stay stronger. Yeah, we're good, man. We're good over here. We're good, man. I might play Escape from Tarkov after this. I might play Escape from Tarkov. And tomorrow I might put some videos out on Iran and Ukraine. The reaction videos don't do as well anymore. I've noticed my reaction videos are not up there. So I'm kind of glad we stepped away from them a bit. We've got plenty of reaction videos. Glenn was retired US Army Major, good stuff, keep it up. I was in the battalion that combat trained the HIMARS in Iraq 2003. Wow. Well, thank you, sir, for your service. That is, I feel honoured when we've got people who come into the chat as high ranking as majors and stuff, because I didn't reach those warm, fuzzy, I didn't reach those heights. And I understand what it takes to reach those heights because of the men who I served with and like the majors who commanded my companies who I was a part of. Like, them majors I had a lot of respect for them guys. They were smart, intelligent, extremely motivated people. And it was a pleasure to work for them. So to have people like that watch this stuff gives me a bit of faith that I'm not talking entire shit. 6 days says, sir, permission to go to bed, work in the morning in advance for the MOD in court. As an advocate for the MOD in court. Absolutely, get your Harry Von head down. An advocate for the MOD. You work for the MOD then, eh? Oh, sorry, as an advocate. Cool, man. Get your head down, 6 day. Don Batty, you've got the building block required of personality and nature that people enjoy tuning in for. That's why we're here. Yeah, it's just, if I like doing what are you saying, Don? Like, do live streams every day? I mean, I can do that. I can do that. That's for sure. I can do that. Evening from Arizona. Arizona's a cool place. Tom Lang, there's a big recruitment drive for the Royal Marines Commandos at the moment. Hopefully the UK is starting to realise we need to bolster forces. I'm going to tell you how the Royal Marines work. A lot of lads who leave will tell you the same thing. Recruitment, thumbs up for the Royal Marines. We do it the best. Alright, the adverts are mint, makes you feel motivated. They hit the spot. Retention, shit. They put as much into the retention part as they did recruitment, i.e. recruitment phase isn't just like an advert or the interview phase or getting the application in. The whole recruitment process, in my opinion, is all the way up to the point of where you receive your green beret and are qualified. The recruitment process starts with the idea and it finishes with this, getting your green lid. So that process is bloody long, hard, and it's an arduous process, right? And then when you pass out, you get to unit, life becomes pretty shit. And I'm not going to shit on the Marines, but it does. And they do stupid. It's like this old school mentality. I'm not going to get into depth about the vote that we had, but we'd have votes on things, right? Votes would come in. We'd be taught to vote honestly about certain things. Everyone votes, and you know how no one can tell you what the vote is and stuff, but you know, some things you just know the way it's went. Everyone in about 2016, 17, I think it was, voted for something. Everyone. And it came back conclusively the opposite way. I was like, right, I'm out of here. What's the point of us voting for something to get passed just to ruin what we've had since 1664? Just to be more inclusive. And it wasn't, I'm not going to get into what it was, but it was just like, what's the point? And that's when I thought, nah, there's people in higher places just got other agendas, other things that they want to achieve, and I'm out. I'm not going to be that number to people who don't really care. Now, I loved the call, loved what it stands for, loved my buddies. But, yeah, if you haven't got a voice, you need to get the hell out, don't you, really? So that's just it. Scott Quinn, what's the latest in Ukraine? In short, Lehman has been taken. It's been taken in a manner in which I thought would be taken originally, and they're pushing hard for the northeast. You know? Britain needs to up its artillery units and tank units. That's the main weak point of UK military. I'll tell you the main point, we're just small. We're a militia in terms of size. Mark R says you should contact True Geordie channel on YouTube. He seems like a good man. I reckon he'll help you out. Recommend your channel. True Geordie's a bellend. He blocked me on social media, and he's a wannabe Marine. He's a wannabe. He tried out for the Marines and failed. And for that reason, I just think he's a punk. He's a big roid-headed punk who blocked me for no reason. I like True Geordie's channels. I'm a fan of his channels, but he's a bit of a prick, I think, personally. You know, he can't take any form of criticism, that bloke. Spits his dummy out. Just have to look at what Andrew Tate said about him. Yeah, True Geordie ain't gonna help nobody out. He kisses Logan Paul's arse and Jake Paul's arse. That's all he's good for. It's literally all he's good for. Hey troops, by the way, if you want to become a member, press that join button. I'm not asking anyone to do this either, but I've never seen it happen on my channel yet, and I want to know if it actually works or not, because I've seen it happen on other people's channels, and I have activated it. I want to know if you can, allegedly, you can donate memberships to others now, but I've never seen anyone do that. So I don't know if there's a glitch on my side, if it's not activated. It should be activated, but I've never seen it, and I've seen everything on the channel, so I want to know if that works. So if anyone does want to donate a membership to someone else, you can do that now, and I want to see it. I want to see it. Live by the Sword says, I think Russia putting 20,000 troops, Belarus could be a tactic to get those Ukrainian forces moved from Donbass region to the capital. Yeah, but what kind of 20,000 troops is he putting there? Prisoners, ex-convicts, you know, guys who've been out of the military 15, 20 years. Granddad's army, innit? Georgie says, hello, I have friends in the UA army. Mates are pushing incursion. The SOF are near Dubchani. There was a tank battle yesterday. Cheers. Thank you very much for your super chat, my friend. Appreciate it so much. Thank you. Edward says, didn't Russia claim Lehman, or were they going to claim it? They've took Lehman. Do you want me to show you? Right, hang on. This is a random way of doing it. Well, I'll see if this works. And if it works, I'll just do it on my other monitor. 2 seconds. Let me see about this. Let me see about this. This is like the most odd way of doing things ever. Deep state map. It's in the game. Right, let's see if this works. Ding 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 ding. Can you see that? You guys can see it. So this is not how we normally do updates, but I'm just on my phone. So if we have a look here, guys, what we've got here is Lehman, as of today, the 2nd of the 10th, 2022, is considerably blue. Shanova Dibrova is considerably white. And if we come into Lehman, especially this area, I get my trusted pen app and start drawing things on it. Red for illustrative purposes. We can see that this built up area in Lehman, with buildings and shit, and the occasional road system, is well and truly screwed. It's a big cross for Ukraine, and a big tick for you. It's a big cross for Russia, sorry. A big tick for Ukraine. Happy days. So if we get rid of our pen marks there, how dare I make a perfect map look terrible, and we rewind a few days, we can see here on the 30th, the last update I did was the day before. This is where they were pushing from, weren't they? Dolnya, Nov. These are the areas where we were talking about getting pushed down. Now I thought what was going to happen was, I thought we were going to push from not an extended line, but almost in an extended way, all the way down. I thought they were going to push massively in that direction, guys. But what actually happened is, let me get my pen again. They pushed pretty much to it. They got to an extended line about here, and then they pushed down this corridor. So you can't tell me, before this area turned blue, you've got all this open space that the Russians didn't know that was going to happen, and this area, and they just pushed on the hell out all the way up to this way, which I'll show you. It's quite interesting. Bang, 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 boom, bing, bong. Right, so if you look at the way they've pushed there, look how they've came in through Lehman. They've pushed through this southern tip here, through extended line here, pushed underneath Lehman, pushed onto Yampil. Looks as if they've given a bit of movement, bit of space here to get the hell out of there, and that's exactly what they've done. They've got out of there. Now that movement, I think, is going to happen on a massive scale. I think that's going to happen on a huge scale. So all that needs to happen effectively is, let's get this blue pen, from Kupiansk. If they continue to battle the way down, and now that this southern tip has been taken, they dominate all this area, if Ukraine can kind of meet halfway on the Oskil Reservoir, take this area here, I think the same movement what they've done there, they're going to allow a corridor this direction, up and potentially up this direction slightly. I think they're going to allow a massive corridor for the Russians to get the hell out of there. Okay, that's just what I think. But they've got the brunt of that area now. If you look at what's going on down south, big massive front line here hasn't really changed much. Big chunk of land being taken here. If they can bridge this off to Kupiansk, they control a lot. And I think what's going to happen is they're going to push Russia out in that direction, taking over a large chunk of this land. If this bit's taken, are they even going to fight in this bit? Or are they going to just get the hell out of there? I don't know. I would say they probably just want to get the hell out of there. But some people think that this whole fight here is to take resources from the likes of Donetsk, where they're heavily operating, and in other areas as well, like Mariupol, and this other front line down Mykolaiv, in these areas here, taking resources away from here so that a massive counter-offensive can take place in the southern regions. I don't think that's predominantly the reason why they're doing it. I generally think this counter-offensive here is a counter-offensive that they're willingly wanting to do. There's nothing sinister in it, you know. There's no trickery. But yeah, what do you guys think? A little bit of a random update there. Not the way we normally do it. But yeah. Well, Edward, you're saying that you didn't think they would do any good, but I'm not naive to the fact that Western supporters dramatically increased their chances of doing well, because it has. We can't forget that. That's the facts of the matter. How would they have coped without Western intervention? Well, they wouldn't have. I think they would have been steamrolled over, which would have been massively unfortunate. So yeah, the support has worked. It's been essential. It's going to continue to be essential as time goes on. Yeah, be rest assured it's going to continue to be essential as time goes on. To the point of which I think this whole thing is absolutely reliant on Western support. So this is a bit of a comparison. It might be a bit hard to understand, but this is how I compare it. When, Britain was fighting America effectively all those years ago, who were we truly fighting against? Because the Americans, rightfully so, have a pop at Britain for this. Yeah, you got you were world superpower, and you got your asses kicked and beaten by farmers effectively. But in truth we didn't. We got our asses kicked by our own people. British people got their asses kicked off themselves, effectively, with the help of the French. It's the same as this. You take away the support, it doesn't work. Live by the Sword says, did you do your training at CTCRM, mate? Yeah, it's the only place you can do training for the Royal Marines, at the Commando Training Centre Royal Marines. I actually was there twice. I was in commando training in 2005 with 903 troop, and then I was in commando training in
147 troop as a rejoiner. British officers seem to be more in business of glory seeking in the Revolutionary War than following through their primary objective. Yeah, you could see that. Hey, Georgie coming in with the super chatty. They're saying my friend the Korean army is an officer. He says they need HIMARS, nothing else. He stormed Izium and they did it with Western Weps. He said that's when the operations got. Yeah, I agree. I think, well, they've getting another 18, I think, another 18 HIMARS. What the HIMARS is doing effectively is when they're pushing the troops back, fighting through, that them HIMARS rocket systems is allowing that movement to happen really quick. They're just smashing the ground where they're retreating to, taking out those men from the battle space. And likewise, if they before they push for any towns, they'll be smashing it. So yeah, artillery-like systems are really, really important in this type of thing. Richard Parnell says the live chat's bringing viewers and subscribers, which in turn widens the YouTube audience. Yeah, it's true. Morvir, are you worried that the West will fold before Putin does and effectively prove him right? As the US citizens see how quickly the politics change, but this is beyond, I don't want to say beyond politics, it's we're all in this kind of together, whether it's right or wrong. This is the side we are on. West is supporting Ukraine. I don't think anyone wants to see that stop. You know what I mean, Harry? Don Backer says that breakthrough towards Dubsheni is serious. The Russians have to push units the opposite bank in case Ukraine special forces and naval infantry try to cross into the rear areas. Hey Georgie again, Georgie's on fire. Blind man, thank you. What's the BGN? I don't know what that is. What's that currency? He said that when the operation in Kharkiv started, they shelled with the HIMARS M2070 and they also Legion helped a lot. Today I saw British and USA Lithuanian flags. It sparks joy. Yeah, it certainly does. It's morale. YouTube user says, Gender Commando, do you think Ukraine should go trying to retake that area? Would dividing Russia eastern and southern fronts be decisive? Right, where is that? Zaro. Where is that exactly? Zaporizhzhia. Where is that again? Whereabouts is that, mate? It's not near Luhansk, is it? Where is that? Near the nuclear power plant. I mean, dividing anyone in war is going to cause logistical problems, especially if it wasn't intended or expected. Yeah, because you're effectively fighting two different fronts, two different micro fronts. You don't really want to be doing that, just like what could happen in the north. I mean, this won't happen, but if we saw that line from Lehman extend all the way through to Luhansk, for instance, it wouldn't happen that way. But if you did, and they were successful there, you'd effectively see a northern part being fought out north of Luhansk,
and then south in Donetsk and the rest of the region. So obviously it wouldn't happen that way, but if it did happen that way, Russia would be fighting on two fronts. Do you know what I mean? So it would be, it's always going to be harder to do. The only country in the world who could effectively do that really, really well is America at this moment in time, because they can fight on multiple fronts globally, not just in one area. Hey Neil, thank you for your super chat. You're saying Ryan been watching and subscribed to the channel for over a year now. Just wanted to contribute a super chat to my Marine brother, so Fidelis brother. Thank you very much, Neil. Per mar per term. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. It's crazy to think that I've got 257,000 subscribers. That blows my brain. Though. It's crazy. I don't know how that works. Hey Georgie again with the super chat. Jeez, you're saying support my friend. Control BTG said new thing. I'm not sure if you guys realise that Ukrainians. I don't know, man. I don't get into that too much about what is and what ifs. It's, you know, it's my territory isn't to form certain opinions. My opinion is to try and stay semi-neutral and just report on it as I see fit. You know, I don't want to be no hero on this platform. I just want to do my thing. George, yeah, I get you. So, Iran crisis is the 2nd of October update is out now. The Russian offensive campaign assessment update is only up to date as of the 1st, which is the information which I was going off in yesterday's video. I'm going to have to get up early and do that video and get it out, because I've missed quite a prominent thing in Lehman. So I'm going to get a proper video out on that. But I am going to do an Iran crisis update, and the Iran crisis update is going to consist of information. It's going to be pretty cool. I'm going to give you a little bit of a feel of what that is going to sound like. So, Iran crisis update, October the 2nd. It's going to sound something like this: the continued public absence of Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei may be hindering regime official efforts to develop a coherent response to the ongoing anti-regime protests. He has not addressed the protests nor made a public appearance since September 21, possibly due to his reported worsening health. An unidentified Iranian official told Reuters that the inter-regime disagreements over supreme leader succession and protest management are dividing the regime elite. This division suggests that he is not playing his usual role of cohering the regime during a crisis, that crisis being in Iran. So that's going to be something that we're going to be getting into as well. I don't think many other people are doing that, so that's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, congratulations, hardest training in the British Army on par with Paris. Well, the Paris is the hardest training in the British Army. The Royal Marines is the Royal Navy. And I don't think it's an argument who's harder training, they're both hard. The Royal Marines is the longest, hardest basic infantry course in the Western world. That's one thing that can't be argued with. Paris is the hardest in the British Army. I've got friends who've done both. The army's, the parachute regiment is bloody tough. If I wasn't a Marine, I would have liked to have been a para, because they're fantastic. I love paras. My leg is burning with this fan, but at the same time I can't be bothered to turn it off. Hey, Will, welcome to Gender Members Club. You are the first member of the stream. Troops, press the join button. Let's get some members in the house. Or if you want to donate a member, I am yet to see a donation to a member yet. You can donate memberships to other people, allegedly. In fact, I'm going to check that out now, because no one's actually done it, so I don't know if it actually works. Let me check that now. Memberships. How do I check? How do I check this? I can't check. Guys, is the option to donate a gift a membership on there? Is the option to gift memberships on there? Let me know if that's an option. You don't have to, I just want to know if it's there. Because it doesn't seem to be on here anymore. I'm pretty sure it is. Even from Kentucky, yeah buddy. I've seen it happen on other channels, yeah. But I actually got a notification of what a while back. Arlington, Texas, the home of Ronnie Coleman. Ain't nothing but a peanut. Ain't nothing but a peanut. It is on here. So it's T-Man, no. Yeah, we're just doing a mobile live stream, man. Yeah, is it just a members, any member, let me know, is that an option? I just want to know if it's an option, man, because I don't know. Right, how do I'm just trying to get onto my own video so I can comment. Here we go. Here we go. I'm in the chat. Will doesn't see it. That's disappointing. So you can't. Surely you can gift. Why can't that happen? It should be available, man. You should be able to gift memberships. That's disappointing. Gun term 2009. Welcome to the Gender Members Club. Blah. Georgie, I don't think you will. Don't think you will. I don't think he will. I don't see why. I don't see what he's going to get out of it. Honestly, don't see what he's going to get out of that. There's the member join. If you can't see the join button for members, there's the link pinned to the top of the chat. If you want to become a member, help a brother out, smash the back doors off that membership button.
I'm trying to get into the realms of Dr. Disrespect, where he has thousands of members. But that might take a long, long time. Here's something interesting, slightly off topic. So, when I'm trying to do YouTube boxing stuff, one comment I normally get is, you haven't got enough clout. So think about the whole of YouTube here. Now, if you go on Social Blade, my Social Blade score, on the entire platform of YouTube, my subscriber rank is 2005th on the entire platform. That's where they've ranked my subscriber rank. So if you think about it in terms of clout, that's pretty excellent for in terms of clout. My video view rank, granted, is 245,000, but it's still less than a millionth. Where I started, I was like 40 millionth or something like that. Bear in mind how many millions of channels there is out there. That's not bad. Hey Neil, welcome to the Members Club Studio. Thank you. Told me, yeah, what we saying? Different conversation. Right, members, Neil, and who's the other guy? Gunter 2009. Do you see the gift of membership? Yeah, why is it not on? Right, I'm going to look into this as we speak. Should be there. Hey, caffeinated me, thank you for the 5. Stuart Ridley, welcome to the Gender Members Club. Come on, guys, let's get these members in. Right, memberships. I don't know, man. Apparently, I should see it. I can't. I don't think it works. Nah, it doesn't work. Which is pretty naff. Right. Sorry guys, I'm just reading something. Right, so apparently you can gift
if you press on the money support thing, yeah, you can. Right, so I've just figured it out. I can see it. So when you press on super sticker or super chat or membership gifting, it might only work on your desktop. You can actually membership gift, buy membership for multiple viewers. So it can happen. Right, can I do it? I think I can do it. Oh, can I do it? I can't do it yet. Oh, right. I'm going to membership. I'm trying to gift a membership myself to someone. How do I do this? Let me see if this is going to work. Boom. Yes, I think I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. I can give back. So gifted one gender commando membership. I don't know. So Colonel Hubbard was gifted a membership. It's random. It's random, guys. So that's the beauty of it. That's cool, man. Come on, guys. Let's get some gifts in, man. There's 140 of you. Let's get some troops gifted the shit out of. On mobile, yeah. Remember Tim the Tapman saying this gift. Oh, what? If you're on a desktop, it works. I've seen allow gifts. Yes, that's it. Allow gifts. If you press allow gifts, that means you can get a gift. So Colonel Hubbard, I gifted one to Colonel Hubbard. That's cool, man. Oh, I love stuff like that. There you go, Colonel Hubbard. Hopefully you come back as a member. That's pretty cool. I can't believe I'm so happy with that. Right, let me see if I can do that again. Oh, someone, Gunterm gifted a membership as well. Thank you for gifting the membership. I'm going to gift someone else, man. I'm going to get wrong off my wife for spending our money. She's asleep, so I'm not bothered. Right, let me see if I can get another one. Boom. I should just get the 5 for cheaper. I'm giving it all away. Boom. I'm doing it with. I think this works. Oh no! Hey Thomas Lund, thank you for your super chat, buddy, from the UK. What part of the UK you want from? Berry emojis, yeah, I had some. I did have some done. What's the memberships do? You just become a member of the channel. It's a way of supporting me outside of views and stuff. So if I've got like 20 members and you stay a member, I get like, I can't remember what the split is. It's 50, I think it's 50-50 or something like that. I don't know. But the memberships, I've got my memberships at like $4.98 or some at $4.99, so I get like $2.50 a membership. So if I have like 20 members, I'll get like, what does that work out to be? Like 48 quid or something like that. But it's just a way of being more certain at the end of the month that you're gonna have some money. I don't like talking about money. I could, no, I get some. Do I get 100% of the membership? I don't know. How much do we get? How much does YouTube take memberships? I get 70% and YouTube gets 30%. That's fair. People complain, but I think that's fair. They've given me the platform. Hey Neil, thank you. I was going to donate a membership after I got mine, but couldn't locate it. Oh man, no worries, man. Thank you for your super chat. Will, thank you for your 10. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm looking at the computer because it's on there. Hey, Colonel Hubbard, thank you. Here's a little gift for you and your family with the channel and you, all you do. Well, I appreciate that so much, man. Thank you. I'm just, I don't know how I ended up on YouTube. I can't even, like, maybe as if I had a character, like a persona to follow, it would be easier. But I just try and be myself. I thought, I actually think I'm quite a boring old twat, to be fair. But I guess this subject requires that. But I thank you for that, dude. Good term 2009, okay, even that, using the platform and the making easy support. Look, I can't, like, a lot of people say, oh, go on Patreon and stuff, but I just think, you know, they've given me this platform. I'm happy to pay rent. Do you know what I mean? I really mean that as well, actually. Do you play games on Twitch? Nah, I don't like Twitch. I hate Twitch. I do play Tarkov. I used to play Twitch. I now and again mess, but you know, Twitch is it's such a bad platform. I like its interface, how you can get. I like its interface. There's a lot more ways to earn a living on there. Like, most people who do it are there. Like, be rest assured, Tim the Tap Man, they're businessmen. They're there to make money. Good on them. You know, Twitch is not so good. Twitch is probably better for that, but it's just a really shitty platform now. I think YouTube's the best platform out there. It's, you know, it's allowed me the opportunity to do this as a job. You know, I've got nothing but good things to say about YouTube. Nothing but good things, man. I mean that. Rumble, yeah, I was thinking about putting some videos on Rumble. Like, maybe it's just uploading some of my content I've got now and just putting it on there. Hello from Texas, enjoying your content, appreciate your service. Hey, thank you, Robert. I appreciate you, brother. Troops, there's the member. I'm gonna have a members, like, we're gonna just smash this member thing in the chat. We'll try and get some members in the chat, man. Let's grow the hell out of the members. I'm going to push it, because I don't normally push these things. Hippie Crusher. Belter name, that's cool. Love your videos, thank you, dude. Whoa, it's 2 o'clock, Jesus. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm so, I forgot. I'm so upset about my video. Did my video. Yeah, I did my video. I did 2 videos and they were both muted, so I had to delete them as soon as I uploaded them. I'm so happy I didn't release them, then you guys would just be laughing at me. Jeff loves seeing the updates on Ukraine. Too many others have bought extremely biased. Yeah, I know I sometimes might come across as that, but I try my best not to be. Happy to catch another live chat. Good to have you here, Stephen Buddy. Colin, do you see mothers of Russia's ending the war through aggressive protesting in time as more as Putin's? I don't think protests end this, no. Twitch destroyed itself with its moderators. Yeah, some of the moderators in Discords are the worst. Some of the moderators in Discords are just so. I actually have been on a couple of channels where I've been friends with the channel owner, and the Discord and the YouTube channel moderators didn't know that, and they ended up like banning me for no reason. Some people just go crazy. That's why Don's like firm but fair. We need people like Don. We used to have a few people like Don, and they all went AWOL, absolutely without leave.
Rumble just did their IPO. What does that mean? Oh yeah, I look at that channel actually. Done, thanks. I'll probably just look at it tomorrow, to be fair, because it's getting late and my brain is fried. Robert is subscribed. Initial public offering stock market. So does that mean it's on the? Oh right. What does that change in that regards then? How does that make it better? Can't love it. Have you seen Speak the Truth? I haven't seen it tonight, but I'm a fan of the channel. I'm more than a fan. I'm very much a fan. His channel's cool as hell. Simple as that. Hey Thomas Lund, see you later, Chief. Oh man, you're off. Okay, Thomas. Hey, thank you very much for tonight, buddy. Super chats. They go a long way. Trust me with that. Trust me, brother. Thank you. Take it easy. Hope to see you here again soon. Means it's now public traded stock. Ooh. So do you think that Rumble's gonna grow? Right. Can you invest in Rumble? It's valued at more than 2 billion. What the? That's insane. What the hell? 1 day, 5 days, 1 month. Right, so it peaked September. Went back down again. 6 months. Oh, right, so it peaked September. Not August, September, yeah. And then it's back down to where it was from May all the way to June. So year to date, yeah, year to date it's as low as it was in April. 5 years ago, it's like highest September 18. I don't know how this works, by the way. I bought Rumble so cheap, you should help it grow. Buy stock. Well, I don't know how to buy stock, man. Honestly. Don Batt spent 12 years on trading floors in Chicago. Wow. Chicago Board and Trade, Chicago Board Option Exchange and Trade. Serious, Don? That's impressive, man. So you're saying I should buy some Rumble stock? I wouldn't know where to start. Rumble. Rumble. I think I've got a Rumble actually. Right, I don't have Rumble recording this. Right, do I have Rumble? I have Rumble. Why is it not allowing me to get in? Right, yeah, I am on Rumble.
I've got 0 money on Rumble. Right, how do I upload? Upload, right, troops, do me a favour. Right, I'm gonna upload. Oh, you're kidding me. Right, wait a sec. I'm verifying myself on Rumble and I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna upload a video. I'm gonna give you the Rumble thing link and I want you to follow me on Rumble. You guys are literally gonna be the first to follow me on Rumble Ski. Verified? Verified, okay. I can go live on Rumble. I can go live? You're joking me. Wow. Let's upload this bad boy. 29th. Right, 29th, hang on. 29th. I'm going to upload a video. 15th, 29th. Right, I'm uploading. Let me wait until once this is uploaded. I'm going to share you my. I don't even know how to use this. My content, right? Yeah, I'm going to share you my Rumble. This is cool. Do you guys have Rumble? Imagine if my Rumble took off. Can you earn like good money on Rumble? Can you? Right, how do I make a channel? You can have multiple channels. Create a channel. What the hell? Create a new channel. I don't understand this. Gender Commando. Create. Mr. Gender Commando. Title for what? Channel title. Please write a channel name. I'm just going to do that. There we go. Sorry, troops, I know you didn't tune in for this bit, but we're late, aren't we? So I'm not bored. I do have Rumble. Custom URL. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Content, add, right. Channel name. Gender Commando. I don't want to send anything in the chat. And how do I create a URL? Right, subscribe to myself. Rumble is now publicly listed on NASDAQ. Right, so I don't even know. This Rumble is different. I don't know what the hell it is. YouTube channel sync. Well, okay, if I can sync with YouTube, that's going to be pretty awesome, I think. Let me see if I can do that. Guys, this is groundbreaking right here. Live streaming YouTube channel sync. Can you do that? You can. To add more channels, please connect your YouTube account. Right, can anyone ask me, am I allowed to sync obviously I'm allowed to sync my YouTube channel. Why am I?
Why is it doing that? Video license. Please finish linking your Rumble and YouTube channels. Rumble channel, no channel, post as user. Rumble channel, gender commando. Video license. Personal use, not monetized, not searchable, available to all your subscribers. Rumble only, not exclusive. Rumble only. Yeah, but are you allowed to do that? Can you actually do that? Are you allowed to link Rumble channels? I'm allowed to do that. Why don't people do that then? Transferring content from YouTube is a slow process. It may take days or weeks to import all your videos. I don't know if that's a good thing, guys. But we are on Rumble now. Gendit Commando. Search for me, I guess. I don't know if I've got YouTube channel sync. I don't even know if it's worked or not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to share it. Sorry. Right, so this is what you've got to search for. This. Brian, yeah, see that, dude, I'll just block you forever. We've moved on from the update, we're just having a bit of a hangout now, so it's not a problem. You're hidden forever. Try that. Rumble. Yeah, that should bring you up to my channel. That's the Rumble one. Bye. Bye, Brian. Yeah, we've kind of moved past that. But this channel's a shit, so sure. Yeah, so is the 40 million views we've had as well. Sorry. Tom Howe's the 4th sub on Rumble. Have we got subs already, have we? Have we got subs? I don't even know how to check this shit, I'll be honest. But hey. Right, cancel that. Leave. Hey, Casey Clark, it's okay, mate. We're just, yeah, as Don says, we're in hangout mode. We're just chilling.
we've done what we wanted to do. Mainly just to explain that I was messed up with my videos. I don't know how to check subscriptions. How do I tell who's subscribed to me? I don't know. Right, guys, I think we're going to call it a day there anyway. We're on Rumble now. Truth, we're going to pop smoke, and I'll see you later. Tomorrow we've got probably 2 videos coming out. Maybe it's more. I might go crazy. Might do more. But yeah, that's it, guys. Troops, thanks for being here. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you've donated, thank you so much. If you become a member, welcome to the club. Join me on Rumble. Jen Dit Commando. Capital letters for Jen Dit Commando, the beginning bit. No spaces. And that's it. I'll see you soon, guys. Love yous. Peace.